Live and local at the University of Alabama, Peyton Newman. Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
I am Peyton Newman, and I am a multimedia journalist at WVUA 23 News in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I have a year of on-air reporting experience as well as behind the lens, independently filming all of my content. I am willing to do whatever it takes to tell the stories of my community, with the goal of keeping our citizens in the know always at the front of my mind.
As temperatures continue to cool off, it may be tempting to cozy up and gather around fire pits like this one right here. Now, it's important to remember to never leave those campfires unattended, or you may spark a wildfire. It's been almost 2 decades that the holiday family has been searching for answers and for closure. It's always important to know the potential warning signs of a human trafficking situation, but there are precautions that you can take first, such as getting a doorbell like this one that records any and all interactions near your home. As quiet as Bryant-Denny Stadium sounds right now, the game on New Year's Day will sound very different, with shakers in hand and one goal in mind for all Crimson Tide fans.
A lot of people assume and predict that Alabama will become a much more prominent state on that campaign trail, with a lot of these candidates visiting the state leading up to the November election.
Now, these are the backpacks that will be carried on the ruck to Auburn. They will be packed to 22 pounds to represent the 22 veterans who commit suicide every day. I am here in the spin room for tonight's debate. Now, a spin room is an area that is dedicated to media personnel and reporters to gather information and to be able to turn around that information rather quickly. Arrests have not decreased since last year's numbers on game weekends, but TPD predicts this could be because of the heavier police presence. It's the most wonderful time of the year in Tuscaloosa with the primary debate, SEC championship, and Super 7, but all of this can get hectic. So what better way to spend some time with your family than at the Tinsel Trail? And while you're here, make sure to stop by and see WVUA 23 Zone.
Now here's a look into the work that I have done so far.
Tamika, you know the saying, April showers bring May flowers, but October in Alabama brings dangerously dry conditions that could lead to a wildfire.
You can't start a fire without a spark, and conditions across the state are proving to be favorable for pop-up wildfires. The Alabama Forestry Commission has issued a fire alert for the entire state, effective immediately. The alert notifies citizens to be careful around any flames and cautious towards what activities could spark one. The AFC has responded to 142 wildfires burning more than 1,200 acres in just the last week.
Just ask people to be cautious if they're doing any outdoor burning. If you have to burn, just be very, very careful. Make sure there's no wind. Make sure you have a water supply close by. But if you can wait, please wait.
As temperatures continue to cool off, it may be tempting to cozy up and gather around fire pits like this one right here. Now, it's important to remember to never leave those campfires unattended, or you may spark a wildfire. The Tuscaloosa County Fire Department estimates 8 to 10% of fires they respond to are wildfires. The fire alert prohibits the ability to obtain a burn permit, leaving counties roughly north of Interstate 20 on a strict no burn permit policy.
It gives the Alabama Forestry Commission the ability to restrict issuing burn permits, particularly for your large slash burning, silvicultural burning, and things like that.
The fire marshal assures citizens they can still have campfires as long as conditions are safe enough and they keep a close eye on it. Local in Tuscaloosa, Peyton Newman, WVUA 23 News.
If a wildfire breaks out, call 911 and first responders will come put it out. Tamika.
As Tuscaloosa and Bryant-Denny Stadium settle after the regular football season, the Crimson Tide keeps rolling to Pasadena for the Rose Bowl. A nail-biting win against Georgia gave the Crimson Tide their spot to play in the Rose Bowl in California. And one Alabama organization wants to help fans get there. AAA Alabama has put together Rose Bowl packages for sale, covering the hotel, flight, and optional Rose Bowl festivities open to anyone. All packages are adjustable, offering fans the ability to buy Rose Bowl parade tickets or adjust how many nights they want to stay. The main goal of AAA's effort is to ease the stress of planning a trip in a far unfamiliar place.
AAA's been around for almost 100 years as well, and we're a public service type organization, so We're just looking to help people out, make it easy for them to get out there and back.
The package includes transportation to and from the game, as well as opportunities to see Rose Bowl floats being built and a tour of downtown Los Angeles. Alabama locals and UA students alike say their unfamiliarity with California affects their willingness to plan the trip.
Just because all my friends will be in different states and everything, so it was kind of a hassle trying to figure out all of us getting together to, meet in California. It was kind of a lot to do. I'm from Alabama, so I've never been to California. And
as quiet as Bryant-Denny Stadium sounds right now, the game on New Year's Day will sound very different, with shakers in hand and one goal in mind for all Crimson Tide fans.
Let's beat Michigan, roll Tide.
Local in Bryant-Denny Stadium, Peyton Newman,